The background of this video is quite chaotic because, as some of you may know, I'm in the middle of moving. This whole moving process has really been such a whirlwind. I hadn't even been planning on moving. I really unexpectedly bought a house. I had no intention of buying a house, and then the perfect one came on the market. I still didn't even really think I was gonna buy the house. I thought I was gonna get outbid, but I ended up getting it. So now I have a house to move into in a couple days. What I thought I was going to be doing this week was traveling. I had a 3-week long trip through Europe planned. I was gonna go to, I believe, 5 different countries. It was a pretty big trip, and for the first time ever, I felt like I was actually prepared to go on a trip. Usually when I'm traveling, I, just for the sake of convenience, would use data roaming on my phone and pay a lot of money. I think it was like $15 a day for data. It was super expensive. Canadian phone plans are just notoriously terrible though. They're like the most expensive in the entire world. So I would just end up spending an arm and a leg so that I could use my phone in every country that I was traveling through. But this time I actually got it together and partnered with Nomad, which is an eSIM company. They have these regional phone plans so you can travel through an entire region. So for example, most of Europe, you can go to all the different countries that you want to visit in Europe and be covered through one plan. And so because I was planning to visit 5 countries, this is going to be perfect. The Nomad eSIM actually starts at, I believe it's $1.10 per gigabyte, which compared to Canadian phone plans is like the craziest steal of all time. And if you tend to be kind of unprepared like me, one of the really convenient things about the eSIM is that it can be installed either before you leave for your trip or when you arrive in the country that you're going to be traveling through. So you don't have to think super far ahead. You don't have to download it before you leave. You don't have to be like panicking at the airport trying to figure out if your phone's gonna work. They just make it so easy. My trip to Europe isn't actually canceled. I'm just postponing it. So I'm hoping to go in the spring. Ideally, I want to be in Ireland during lambing season. So when I'm in Europe, heading lambs in April, I'll be using the Nomad eSIM. This is our first day in the new house. We just slept on a mattress on the floor last night because we haven't set up our bed yet, but we have to go run some errands, figure out how to get the vacuum cleaner working because it's like the robot one and it won't connect to our Wi-Fi, so our floors are pretty dirty. Just little errand things, but yeah, it feels so good to be here. It honestly reminds me so much of living in my apartment. Just so much of it looks similar, like all the windowsills, and yeah, it just feels really nice. I'll show you guys everything that we do today, and then hopefully the house will start coming together and not be so full of boxes by this evening. It's been about 2 days and I really want to give you a house tour even though it still looks so crazy in here. We have no art hung up. There are boxes everywhere. We haven't even had time to unpack our clothes yet. So I'm wearing the exact same thing that I've been wearing for maybe 3 days because I don't know where any of my sweaters are. Yeah, it's been very much a whirlwind. This is the craziest move I've ever done. I didn't realize how much stuff I had. It turns out I have like an absurd amount of clothes and just so much junk. I mean, I love all of my junk, but it was a lot to move. And then just all of the books, that was crazy. I'm gonna show you what the house looks like for now, but I'll definitely give you an updated tour once everything's been put away and it looks nice. But for now, this is the house. This is probably the most put together corner of the house at the moment, which is kind of funny because there's still boxes in here, but I've been doing some work from this chair today. We plan to put a sideboard here to put the record player on, but for now this little trunk will do. This is the living room. The fireplace is a working fireplace. We just have to have an inspection done. The kitchen / dining room. I can't wait to get a dining room table so we can have dinner parties in here. Our plan is to potentially in like a year redo the kitchen. We love the layout, but the cabinets are super old, probably from the 60s or earlier, and they just have so many layers of paint. We do have a dishwasher though, and that's extremely exciting. I'm pretty obsessed with this kitchen, even if it's not our dream kitchen. It's mainly just the floors that I don't love. They're both physically quite cold, and then I think just kind of in terms of design, a little cold. The house just has so much charm, and then the floors just feel like they don't really belong here. We have a little sunroom that I think is going to be so amazing in the summer for reading and having dinner out here. It's kind of full of trash at the moment, but we'll take that out. The previous owners left us these very comfy pillows and this table, which was super nice of them. I love the open cabinets. I think they're super fun. I'm excited to make some more ceramics and be able to put them on this shelf. And then up the stairs, we have 2 bedrooms and an office slash kind of like a TV room. This is our TV room. We're planning to put a desk on that wall. And we very rarely watch TV, but it's just kind of nice to have just in case. We're actually planning to install a hidden projector screen downstairs in the living room and then just have a little portable projector so we just pull a big screen down and we can watch movies when friends come over. I think that'll be really fun and just a little nicer than having a huge TV in the living room. There isn't really a good spot for it anyway. This room isn't necessarily even worth showing you, but it does get really nice sunlight. This is gonna be the guest room. This headboard is actually gonna go. We're gonna put my old bed frame in here and we're gonna get a taller one for our room. This is our bedroom. In the afternoon, it gets really nice sunlight. Not super exciting at the moment, but it will be. Our bedroom closet is kind of funny. It has this crazy tiled floor, which we found out is not asbestos tile, which we were a little worried about. But yeah, it just has this pole to hang our clothes on. I think we need to figure out a better organization system. It's also not insulated, so it's very, very cold. This chair that's covered in linens might end up going in the guest bedroom. We don't actually have a plan for that right now, but it won't be staying in the hallway here. And then the bathroom, again, really messy and not necessarily my favorite, but it is kind of nice that it was newly renovated. Like the bathtub feels super clean. The floors are heated, which is such a nice little detail. But yeah, the plan is to probably replace the sconces and then that mirror. There's actually 2 mirrors and then double sinks, which is so nice. But all of the finishes on the lights, the mirrors, and then the sink, they're all different finishes and I'm kind of crazy and that just bothers me because I'm nuts. So I'll be changing all of that at some point. But if you have any suggestions, I would love to know what you think we should do with this bathroom. I'm planning to do some full videos just dedicated to home reno decorating stuff. Like I'll probably paint the bathroom myself and maybe hang new mirrors or spray paint the mirrors and replace the sconces myself. So that kind of stuff I'll film. And then eventually we'll probably do like a slightly more legit reno in there and just like add a little bit more warmth to the space, make it feel like it could be the bathroom from 100 years ago when the house was built. Yeah, I have some weird issues with like the lack of continuity in this house in terms of the kitchen floor and then the bathroom, but overall, I really love that they kept things like the doorknobs. The windowsills are all original. So are the baseboards. I lost a couple mugs in the move. I really thought I had wrapped them well, but this one got pretty chipped, which is too bad because I really like this one. Good morning. I'm just doing a little bit of dining table research right now while I drink my coffee because the kitchen table that we have now is the one that was in my apartment, which is just, it's way too small. We also only have 2 chairs and we had some friends over for dinner last night, which was so nice. It felt really good to just have people in here, even though it isn't perfect and we still have so much stuff to put away, but it was just super fun to have people in here and show our friends our house. But yeah, we just had to eat in the weirdest places because we don't have kitchen chairs. So I'm looking on West Elm, but I'm also thinking about having a coffee table, or not a coffee table, a dining room table made on Etsy. But I don't know if I'm willing to wait like 6 weeks to have it shipped. I don't know. We'll see what I can find. Anyway, we'll see if I can get something made in Canada. That would be incredible. I don't know, I've never bought a dining room table. They're very big and they're very expensive, but it's also exciting. These are like really fun purchases, and I don't want to get something that I have to be too precious about. Like a lot of our furniture is kind of like just mid-century furniture, which I don't necessarily find, like it ages well, but if it gets a little scratch, it's very noticeable, and I don't want to have to be super precious with our dining room table. Like I want it to get beat up and still look okay. That's what I'm trying to find. If you have any suggestions for places to buy a dining room table that will look pretty good if it's beat up, please let me know. I completely forgot that my aunt gave me this book the other day. I love Daphne du Maurier. Something about this cover makes this look like a Harlequin romance, but I love all of her books, so maybe this is what I'll read once I've finished Bel Canto, which I've been reading for weeks. This move has really messed up my reading schedule. I haven't really been reading at night just because we've been unpacking stuff, so as soon as this one's done, which will hopefully be in the next 24 hours, maybe I'll pick this up. I just finished up a little bit of filming and editing, and I was about to start organizing the bathroom drawers and putting things away because I'm really excited to start decorating and doing the fun homeowner stuff, but I need to put all my junk away first before I can do that. Except I haven't been out of the house very much in the last 24 hours and I'm getting a little bit stir crazy, so I think I'm just gonna go on a walk through my neighborhood, which I haven't really explored very much yet. So I'm just gonna walk down some residential streets and then go to a coffee shop, come back, and carry on working, and I'll put all my stuff away in the bathroom. I think that'll be a nice way to spend the afternoon and get a little fresh air. I have absolutely no idea where any of my headphones could be right now, so I'm just gonna have to be alone with my own thoughts on this walk. I'm back at home. That was such a good way to break up the day, just getting outside, getting some fresh air. And while I have a caffeine high, I'm going to organize this bathroom and then maybe be able to start planning some of the little mini reno things I want to do, like replacing the sconces, potentially painting, all of those kinds of things. I just ate some chips that were very good, but now they're all stuck in my back teeth. They're very malty salt and vinegar chips. They're very good, but very crammed into my molars. Okay, in this bottom drawer, we're gonna do hot tools and then products that I don't use every single day. Things like, oh my God, Joni. Things like a boar bristle brush that I don't use all the time. I think you're gonna have to get out. You've gained some weight and I'm scared you're gonna break this drawer. I also think unopened products would make a lot of sense in these drawers. I'm just about to go to my old apartment to pick up some packages, which I am very excited about. One of them has a really fun jacket that I just got, so hopefully it fits. It's vintage and it's not like I can return it for a bigger size if it doesn't. What else am I doing today? Oh, I'm gonna go to Costco, which feels like a very true homeowner activity. It feels very suburban. Gonna go pick up some fun little snacks from Costco. And then I should probably spend the evening cleaning my old apartment to get it ready for the new couple that's moving in. But I might just end up cooking some chicken soup and staying home and watching a movie. I kind of feel like I either just have moving fatigue or I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, but maybe I'll catch a second wind and I'll do a big deep clean. We will see. Either way, at some point this evening, I would like to just chill on the couch. I just want to make cinnamon buns. It'd be really good for that. And you can attach a pasta extruder attachment that you can make pasta. Good dog.
A good dog.
Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed.
This is great. Let's do this again.
I may have gone slightly overboard, but it is not every day that your friend allows you to join them on a Costco run. So I thought I would show you all of the stuff that I got. The first and potentially the most exciting is this Ghirardelli brownie mix. Normally I'm a from scratch kind of gal, but these brownies are so good. Mila soup dumplings, pomegranate. There are 4. I feel like these would be really good in a salad. Kaleettes, which I think are just tiny kale. Frozen berries, salsa. This thing it's huge, but I think we'll go through it pretty fast actually. Sun-dried tomatoes. I always put these in soup or in pasta sauces. A big thing of chicken soup stock. This wedge of parm. Okay, this next thing, I didn't really need to get, but they're never gonna go bad. And, well, okay, I'll show you. It's this case of ramen, which to me is like a perfect depression meal. We're getting into the cold season. I feel like on a gloomy little night, could be nice to just have a ramen. Baby potatoes, canned tuna in olive oil. I only ever buy this brand of tuna. 2 butternut squash, which I'll be cutting up. I'll just cube them and put them in the freezer, and then I'll put them in pasta sauces and in soups. These San Marzano cans of tomatoes, because they're just the best canned tomatoes. A bag of spinach for smoothies. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. And some organic seaweed snacks. Yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Oh, and a crazy amount of toilet paper and a bunch of paper towel. Actually, wait, one more thing. I got these cookies, the Lacey's cookies. I think they only really have them around Christmas time. And my mom used to buy these when I was a kid. They are phenomenal. I'm gonna put them in the freezer and then just eat them all through December, but they're fantastic.